Hello and welcome to English Pantry News. I'm Afia Jufri. In this edition, we'll present all the latest and interesting information around the House of Representatives of the Republic of Indonesia. Commission 7 of the House supports Indonesia's COVID-19 testing machine or detector called Genos to be massively produced. Speaking after attending Southeast Asian Parliamentarians Against Corruption seminar event, a member of Commission 7 of the House, Andi Yuliani Paris, says at the current moment, COVID-19 detector Genos is only being produced on a small scale. Therefore, Andi Yuliani Paris urges the Ministry of Health to use its research and development budget to scale up Genos production.
Gunakan dana-dana litbang yang ada di Kementerian Kesehatan itu digunakan untuk memperbanyak Genos ini, kemudian mendorong badan-badan usaha di bidang kesehatan, litbang kesehatan, untuk memproduksi Genos ini dalam jumlah yang cukup.
To ensure that Genos can be massively produced, Andi Yuliani Paris also encourages the Ministry of Research and Technology continues to innovate in developing the local technology for Genos in order to affirm the accuracy of Genos test results.
Harus bisa diproduksi dalam jumlah yang banyak. Nah, ini yang harus kita genjot. Harusnya Genos melalui teman-teman Komisi 7 kita sebar, ya. Sekaligus kita evaluasi betulkah efektif untuk mendeteksi seseorang negatif atau positif, ya.
Genos, the local COVID-19 detector, has been installed in public transport facilities to screen the COVID-19 infection, one of which is installed by the Indonesian railway operator, PT KAI, for screening services in operating area 1 in Jakarta. From Bogor, Bondan Imana, TV Parlemen reports. Commission 3 of the House calls the law enforcement, together with the regional government and all related stakeholders, to take seriously the law enforcement efforts of the environmental law in South Kalimantan. During a specific working visit to South Kalimantan, Vice Chairman of Commission 3, Desmond Junaidi Mahesa, says environmental law enforcement must collaborate and communicate to all law enforcement agencies and related parties in order to jointly anticipate various possibilities of recurring problem in the future.
Disinilah nanti penegakan hukum yang akan dilakukan. Berarti ada penanganan-penanganan serius yang dilakukan oleh penegakan hukum, tapi didukung nggak oleh pemerintah daerah dengan kelembagaan-kelembagaan yang lain, misalnya Dinas Pertambangan, Dinas Kehutanan, Dinas Perkebunan, agar semua hal itu bisa dibicarakan dengan baik, agar peristiwa yang terjadi hari ini tidak terulang lagi.
Meanwhile, the head of South Kalimantan Regional Police, Irjen Pol Rikwanto, admits that violation of law that occurred in the South Kalimantan region could be resolved accordingly. He ensures in the future any violation that resulted in leakage of state finances will not happen again.
Kita akan selusuri dari hilir dan ke hulu masalah-masalah pertambangan, perkebunan, dan kehutanan. Kita berharap ke depan tidak terjadi lagi pelanggaran-pelanggaran yang berakibat kepada kebocoran keuangan negara, juga berakibat kepada munculnya bencana alam di masa depan.
From South Kalimantan, Arif Naka, TV Parlemen reports. Commission 9 of the House hopes vaccination for the elderly will be carried out professionally and carefully, considering that the elderly are more vulnerable to being infected with COVID-19 and have an underlying health condition. At the Nusantara II building of the House, a member of Commission 9, Saleh Partaunan Daulay, is convinced about the government's performance in the implementation of elderly vaccination. According to him, the government, together with the Food and Drug Monitoring Agency, or BPOM, have carried out steps and in-depth research on Sinovac vaccine safety for people aged 60 years and above.
Kenapa demikian? Karena di awal memang pemerintah mengatakan vaksin yang ada itu kan diperuntukkan bagi mereka yang berusia antara 18 sampai 59 tahun. Nah, hari ini kan ada perubahan. Nah, kalau ada perubahan berarti sudah dilakukan riset, sudah dilakukan kajian yang cukup mendalam oleh Badan POM bahwa ini aman untuk diberikan kepada usia 60 tahun.
Saleh Partaunan expects the health workers could inject the vaccine professionally. He says vaccine for people aged 60 and older must be administered with strict procedures to prevent any vaccine failure.
Para pihak yang akan melakukan vaksinasi akan melakukan uji-ujian dulu, misalnya nguji tensinya berapa, kemudian hal-hal lainnya gitu. Jika memang belum memungkinkan, pasti mereka tidak akan melakukan vaksin itu. Jadi sudah ada prosedur yang akan mereka terapkan dan sudah ada prosedur yang memang tidak bisa dilangkahi, dan harus begitu.
There are specific and different procedures on the implementation of vaccination programs for the elderly. They must answer several questions related to health conditions before being vaccinated. Vinita Andwi, TV Parlemen. The government has revised the COVID-19 Handling Fund and the National Economic Recovery Plan, or PEN. Now, in 2021, the allocated fund is estimated to be 688.3 trillion. It increases 18.72% from the last year's realization, which was 579.78 trillion rupiah. Speaking at the Nusantara building, recently, a member of Commission 6 of the House, Tommy Kurniawan, highlights the effectiveness of PEN program for the national economic growth. According to him, national economic recovery funds disbursed to various economic sectors, including SMEs, must have a good impact on the national economic growth. Thus, data analysis on economic growth must be the basis of where PEN program funds will be allocated in 2021.
Dengan kami hari ini, saya menyoroti masalah analisa data terkait dengan efektivitas dana PEN ini. Kira-kira dampaknya terhadap pertumbuhan ekonomi seperti apa, dan kemudian pertumbuhan UMKM-nya juga seperti apa, mana yang kira-kira bisa berlanjut, mana yang kira-kira nggak bisa diselamatkan.
Meanwhile, other member of Commission 6, Mukhtaruddin, says the implementation and absorption of PEN program needs to be improved so that its contribution to the economic growth through growth in public consumption sector can be more significantly felt.
Nah, kemudian tentu kita berharap efektivitas PEN yang sudah berjalan baik ini ke depan ditingkatkan, terutama dalam konteks implementasinya, percepatannya, sehingga betul-betul dana yang diluncurkan melalui PEN itu betul-betul berkontribusi secara signifikan.
Panji Anbani, TV Parlemen report. Commission 8 of the House encourages all related stakeholders to anticipate the COVID-19 domino effect. During a specific working visit of Commission 8 to the city of Bogor, West Java, a member of Commission 8 of the House, Muhammad Saleh, conveys COVID-19 causes people in Bogor to lose their job. This impacts on the overall decline in families' economic condition and an increase in the divorce rate. Muhammad Saleh encourages economic problems to become a serious concern for a local government of Bogor, considering the new labor law force always increases every year.
Caraian itu. Nah, oleh karena itu, ini tidak ada jalan lain bagi kita untuk bekerja keras, ya bagaimana menciptakan, menghidupkan ekonomi dengan tanpa mengabaikan soal protokol kesehatan. Tadi saya juga sampaikan, bukan hanya orang yang sudah bekerja kehilangan pekerjaan, tapi juga bagaimana angkatan kerja baru yang masuk. Nah, ini juga perlu pemikiran yang jernih dan perlu kerja keras kita semua untuk membantu mereka.
Muhammad Saleh also appreciate the efforts of the city administration of Bogor in providing assistance to the community, especially the SMEs, to create more jobs.
Kan lapangan pekerjaan. Ya, jadi banyak sebenarnya di Bogor ini saya lihat bisnis-bisnis kuliner di tengah pandemi ini juga banyak yang bermunculan. Ya, dan ini kan persoalannya ya memang karena pandemi ini banyak pembatasan-pembatasan. Tapi saya lihat pemerintah Kota Bogor sudah sangat baik ya.
The Commission 8 supports Bogor as a region that oriented on the welfare of the community above all. From Bogor, Helmi Darmawan, TV Parlemen reports. The Legislation Committee of the House highlights the implementation of Job Creation Law number 18 of 2012, since the government has not yet formed an institution to realize the national food security. Speaking after a public hearing meeting with the agricultural experts, a member of the Legislation Committee of the House, Iketut Karyasa Adhyana, says amidst COVID-19 pandemic, as the implementation of the food law, the formation of the Food Security Agency is very crucial.
Nah, kenapa ini seorang menteri kan begitu, sampai menyatakan bahwa Dewan Pangan itu tidak jelaskan begitu. Nah, ini harus dijelaskan oleh pemerintah, jangan sampai undang-undang yang sudah disepakati itu tidak bisa dilaksanakan. Karena urgensi masalah ketahanan pangan ini sangat penting sekali. Karena kita saat ini ke depan, apalagi di masa COVID ini,
A member of the Legislation Committee of the House, Darori Wonodipuro, says the disordered food regulation in Indonesia is caused by too much interference in the national food management. According to him, it can be overcome by reforming the food regulations through the establishment of the Food Security Agency.
Nah, salah satu yang jadi krusial selama ini, carut-marutnya mengatur pangan karena Badan Pangan Nasional itu yang seharusnya sudah dibentuk sejak tahun 2012 sampai sekarang belum dibentuk dan tidak jelas alasannya. Sehingga dalam hal masalah mengatur pangan terlalu banyak instansi yang bercampur masalah itu.
The formation of government institutions to handle the food sector, which are under and responsible to the government, is written in Article number 126 of the Food Law. Teresia and Ridwan, TV Parliament, report. The Committee for Interparliamentary Cooperation, or BKSAP of the House, organizes a webinar on the fight against corruption attended by parliamentary representatives throughout Southeast Asia's countries. Corruption is a problem that happens in all countries on a global scale. Speaking after holding a seminar on the Southeast Asian Parliamentarians Against Corruption, or SEPAC, Chairman of BKSAP of the House, Fadlizon, argues corruption is the main cause of inequality, poverty, and disparity in the society. Fadlizon adds, the involvement of Parliament in fighting corruption is very much needed because it is related to regulation in laws and it carries out supervisory function within the state.
Saya kira ini sangat penting ya, sebagaimana kita ketahui, salah satu persoalan terjadinya kemiskinan, kesenjangan, dan ketidakmerataan itu karena korupsi. Dan tentu saja ini sangat mengganggu akses kepada mereka yang membutuhkan, apalagi di tengah pandemi COVID.
The Vice Chairman of BKSAP of the House, Mardani Alisera, says currently the movement to combating corruption is still unmassive. Therefore, he agrees with the representative from Timor-Leste that fighting corruption is not just about punishing the abuser, but an education system is also much needed to all parties to prevent the acts of corruption.
Dalam kasus gerakan memerangi korupsi ini bukan cuma sekedar menghukum, tapi mendidik. Ya. Dia lebih kepada pendidikan dan melibatkan religious leaders, dia bilang ya, bagus sekali.
Southeast Asian parliamentarians agree to join forces in a fight against corruption, especially in the current condition where all countries are being hit by COVID-19. Through this seminar, Southeast Asian countries are moving against corruption. From Bogor, Bondan, TV Parliament reports. And that rounds up this edition of English Parliamentary News. On behalf of all the crew of TV Parliament, we would like to thank you for your attention. We'll meet again in the next edition of English Parliamentary News. From me, Afia Jifri, once again, thanks for watching and goodbye.